Good afternoon, sir. How are you?
I'm fine, thank you.
Why you're here?
I I am here to attend my mother's ritual, final ritual.
When you got to know she's unhealthy and not,
What is that?
what is she?
What is she?
Yeah.
She's just a housewife, and my father is a farmer.
Is your father alive now?
She, my father also passed away in year 2001.
When did you went to US and
I went to USA in 1982.
1982?
Yeah.
By the time it is too tough to go from one town to other town. How come you went to USA?
Well, it is actually when I was doing my PhD in ophthalmic research, eye-related research.
What's your educational background?
My background is I did do my PhD in zoology. Then I started working on cataracts. Okay, how the lens becomes opaque. So that was the subject.
That is different from both. No, geology is different from optics.
But when I entered into my PhD, so I have to choose some subject and then study. Into what how the disease actually develops. So I am a kind of more interested in ophthalmic research, because in my family, my grandmother used to have cataracts.
Oh.
So I decided to work on cataracts.
Okay.
So that's how I started working on cataracts, and I got my PhD in islands biochemistry.
Are you succeeded in that research?
I can say that I was successful to some extent, but later I started working at Usmania Medical College in Hyderabad in the Department of Biochemistry. So at that time I was working in a project that was sponsored by the Oakland University, USA. Again on the same subject, how lens proteins get coagulated and become, the lens becomes opaque. So at that time, while working in the Department of Biochemistry, Usmania University Medical College, so I decided to apply, to go to abroad.
Okay.
So I started applying, and one fine morning I got a letter from Yale University saying that it's one of the best universities in the world, Yale University, YALE.
Okay,
Yale University. So then I went there. I started working in the Department of Ophthalmology and Visual Science at Yale University. Okay. Then I worked with Edward Cartlier, who is a wonderful scientist and wonderful human being.
Okay.
He treated me as his own son.
Oh.
So he helped me, and then when he was losing his grant, which was funded by NEI, National Eye Institute, then I had to leave his lab.
Okay.
So I left his lab and I joined the Department of Cardiology at Emory University.
Oh my God.
So I changed my subject from lens biochemistry, eye research, to cardiovascular research.
Okay.
How blood vessels get clogged.
Yeah.
Why people get heart attacks. So I started working on that, and I was there at Emory University in Atlanta for about 7 years. And then I went to University of Texas Medical Branch in Galveston, Texas. There I went there as assistant professor and promoted to associate professor there. Then in the year 2001, I came to University of Tennessee Health Science Center in Memphis, Tennessee, one of the, the 50 states in USA.
Okay.
Okay. So then I came there as associate professor, working on
Optics.
Blood vessels,
Blood
cardiovascular diseases, and I was well funded by NEI, National Eye Institute. I used to have all the time about 4 R1 grants, so that they are prestigious grants to have. Okay. So I was maintaining all the time about 10 to 12 postdoctoral people working for me in the lab. Okay. Even now also I have 3-4 postdocs working in the lab. So my whole research is focused on cardiovascular research.
Now you are becoming scientist?
No, I am a scientist since beginning, a professor and scientist.
Okay.
So what we do is, we do 80% research and 20% teaching. Okay. And teaching, we teach to medical students, that is MD students, dental students, and pharmacy students,
Okay.
then graduate students.
You're all rounder, I think.
Yeah. So that's what my profession is. So.
Okay.
Okay.
And who are your inspiration to go there and do all this?
Yeah,
Why you're shifting from optics to cardiology?
Well, that was a necessity because at that time, when I was a fellow in the Department of Ophthalmology, is sponsored by the National Institute.
Okay.
And then once I finished my fellowship, I didn't want to move out of Atlanta.
Oh.
And my wife was working in one company, and so for her, if I move, she has to find another job, and it was difficult.
Okay.
So simply I shifted the department from ophthalmology department. I went to cardiology department, and that was a necessity. It was not planned, but I don't regret now.
Are you flexible there from optics to cardiology?
It's completely flexible. You can do whatever you want. Here, if we do, let us say, if we have a major in zoology, you cannot do in physics.
Okay.
You cannot do in maths. Okay?
In India, we are following
But
the same.
in America, it's not like this.
Okay.
You can do whatever you want, irrespective of your subject.
Okay. How come we get knowledge, sir? Without knowledge, how can we move to other professions?
You develop yourself. There, many students, they major in English, then they go into medicine.
Yeah.
Okay, they are all very successful.
Yeah.
It all depends on your personal interest.
Yeah.
It may change over the course of your, your career.
Yeah.
So it all depends on personal interest.
How many kids you have?
I have 3 children.
Okay, what are they?
1 son and 2 daughters. My 2 daughters have become physicians.
Physicians, okay.
Okay, and one is OBGYN, another is internal medicine.
Okay.
And the elder daughter, her name is Silpa, and she married to an American. He is a interventional radiologist. And my daughter, another daughter, her name is Kirti. She's internal medicine doctor, and she married to also again to an American. He is an interventional cardiologist.
Oh, a doctor's family.
My son did his MBA, and he married to Indian girl, and she is a psychiatrist.
God.
Yeah.
What is she? Your wife?
But she is a housewife.
Okay.
Yeah.
You already told that she's working in somewhere.
I mean, she used to work, but right now she is a housewife.
Oh, why must she?
Yeah, she
stay
used to work first in some company, I think, which makes contact lenses. So in that company she used to work, and later when we moved to University of Texas Medical Branch in Galveston, she started working in a bank as a cashier.
Okay. Fine, sir. We thought that you came here to start a new business, as he is an entrepreneur, right?
So my inspiration is that recently I discovered an enzyme, the cholesterol.
Okay.
Cholesterol is bad cholesterol and good cholesterol. So the bad cholesterol, if it accumulates in the blood vessels,
Yes.
your blood vessels will, they may clog, may block, and it can lead to, cardiac arrest, heart failure. So in that way, we discovered an enzyme which actually inhibits the cholesterol, the removal from peripheral tissues.
Oh. Is that possible?
We need some cholesterol, right? Body needs some cholesterol.
Yeah, of course.
It's essential. But it makes more cholesterol, and also we obtain some cholesterol from food.
Yeah.
For intestinal, by absorption, right? Intestinal absorption. So whatever the body consumes, that's much only we need. It's a very fraction of the cholesterol that is synthesized is being used by the body.
Yeah.
The rest has to be excreted out bile, as a bile salts, bile acids. So but this enzyme, it prevents. We discovered this enzyme. This is called TRIM13.
Okay.
And tripartite motif 13 protein.
Okay.
Is an enzyme, and it tags proteins and cleaves them. So this protein, particularly this enzyme, is highly elevated in people who eat a lot of fatty food.
Is it to insist it, or we have to insist in the body?
What is that? Can you repeat,
That
please?
enzyme.
That enzyme, when the body cholesterol levels, the fat content increases, so this enzyme production increases.
Okay. It is within
And
the body.
it is within the cells, within the body,
How?
within the cells. So,
Okay.
the vascular smooth muscle cells, endothelial cell, macrophages,
Okay.
blood cells, okay? So it is there, but its production is increased, is induced by fatty food.
Okay.
So, but what it does is that it prevents the excretion of the, what do you call, the efflux of cholesterol from peripheral tissues and carrying back to liver.
Yeah.
And it blocks its excretion.
Yes.
So what happens is that this the bad cholesterol gets accumulated in your blood vessels, then that can be oxidized, then it can become a kind of the cells can become poemy cells, then poemy cells become a plaque. Plaque gets matured,
Yes.
develops and gets develops into a full-blown plaque, and then that can actually cause a blockade of your blood vessel.
Nowadays, every 10 plus year old getting the same problem, obesity.
Not only old people now, if you
10
take
plus years.
even if you take younger generation,
Yeah, even 2
because
years are suffering from
they
a
eat a
heart
lot
attack.
of fat food,
Yeah.
and because of that, you not only risk factor for cardiovascular diseases, but it's also a risk factor for your liver.
Okay.
Becomes a lot of now youngsters. Even 30, 40 years old, most of them are developing fatty liver disease.
Yeah.
That's because of fat food.
Mm.
Yeah.
And you want to start a business here, like in AP?
We want to start a business, particularly on inhibiting this enzyme.
Okay.
How we can inhibit the enzyme so that it can promote the excretion of the efflux of cholesterol from peripheral tissues and then excrete. So that could be a good target to develop cardiovascular medicine for cardiovascular diseases, particularly atherosclerosis.
Yeah, how can you make us aware of it?
Well, we first we have to start working on that, developing we have to screen some compounds and which can inhibit that enzyme.
Okay.
Then we have to do it first, in the laboratory animals, whether which compound is, best suited for that.
Okay.
And then it's a lot of work is involved. It's not
Okay.
a small job.
Yeah.
It's a lot of effort and financial commitment. Everything is involved there. It's not as easy as we think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As you are busy with your busy schedule, how can you manage the time of our family and the job at a
Well,
time?
that's one thing I regret because I left to USA 43 years ago,
Okay.
and I came maximum maybe 5-6 times during
Oh.
these 43 years.
Sad to hear.
So I was mostly confined to my lab, working in the lab, and I was a kind of more interested in research.
Okay.
So yeah, I have to say that I regret to some extent with my not having too much family connections.
In that sense, ma'am may take
Oh,
all the responsibilities at all.
she's a wonderful woman,
Yeah.
and she's I think I should give the more credit to her because she is the one. She was the
She leads the whole family.
driving force to for my family and for my children to become successful. Everything I should give credit to her.
Okay. We are very glad to be with you, sir. Thank you.
Thank you for being.